Give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Say double honors to our elders, our great apostles, great millstone, rule well, teach well, being great example to Israel, bring the elect, peace and blessing to the hope of the elect on the four winds, pushing the truth and sincerely, that great song. We out here once again, at it again, all through the spirit of power you have by Shema Shop, man. All right? The prophesy the downfall of America, and also the usher of the kingdom of our big brother, who the word even called Jesus Christ. In the Hebrew, his name is Yahweh Shah, man. All right? We come out here week in and week out, man. All right? To put pressure upon these heathens, man. All right? And put we out of here, man. All right? So that's what we're commanding to do. All right? By Yahweh Shah to come out here, all right, and push forth this gospel. But I'm going to head to the brother. These brothers from Nashville. I hope you brother edified while we lay the law down, man.
Like that brother said, man, all right, we're out here prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom, all right, Esau's kingdom, all right, and soon coming to an end, okay, and the main thing that we had to do, us being hopeful men of the Lord, all right, we had to come on these highways and byways, okay, and push this truth. All right, go ahead, bro.
This is Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Preaching this gospel, and this truth can literally, if you're an Israelite, all right, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American.
People in a city, and the Lord have not done it.
And there's a lot of things going on all around America, not all around the world, man. All right, judgment. The wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
It's Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
That Yahweh does all these things, man. Okay, he's in control of the good and the evil. All right, because a main thing that the Christians get incorrectly, they give all this praise to Satan. Okay, for doing all these works. But Satan works for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, so he's in control of both sides, man. He works both sides. Okay, so all credit should, at the end of the day, be given to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is what he's slowly showing you. All right.
Amos chapter 3, verse 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
And that's why the men of the Lord are the only ones that can get this. Okay? And we're the only ones that can see and judge on this earth. All right? The world can't see. The world is walking by. Just chilling. You know, like there's nothing going on, man. All right? But the men of the Lord are preparing themselves. Okay? Constantly enduring in his faith. All right? Keeping up on their studying, all right, fearing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai first and foremost, all right, pursuant to Ecclesiastes 12th chapter, all right, because that's their whole duty as a man, all right.
Check the coming board out.
This is 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
Hey, man, okay, just to reiterate on that scripture that the brother brought up, okay, he controls both sides, man. That is done in the world that wasn't ordained by the Heavenly Father. Okay, he allows everything to happen. He gives Satan to go to anything. All right, he ordained that to happen.
Verse 7. Yahweh maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up.
And that's it, man. Okay, hey, the Heavenly Father does all these things, man. Like I said, that's what the Christian church has completely incorrect. Alright? They don't know the Heavenly Father. They claim to know the Heavenly Father, but they do not know his law, statutes, and judgment. Alright? And then another thing, the whole Christian church, half the time they're filled with fucking Edomites. Okay? And what's underneath? Alright?
This is Ecclesiastes 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sword strokes.
That was a prime example of spirits created for vengeance. Okay, this man went into Walmart El Paso and cleared out 20 people, man. All right, if I'm not mistaken, 20 or more, or something like that. And then there was another one in Ohio. Was it Ohio? Somewhere else, man, okay? And he killed some people. Alright? Those are spirits created for vengeance. Once again, the Heavenly Father ordained that spirit to go and to carry out that act. Alright?
Going back to Amos 3, verse 6. Nothing matters that he is on the sin, the Most High not done it.
Exactly.
You know, the Most High give the angels the green light, you know, to come down here and do the will, man. And one thing about the angels, they ready to do the will of the Lord. You know, don't care if it's a baby, an old lady, or whatever. Yeah, they're going to go forth. Patient. Until the Lord comes, man. He gives us the power, the green light.
In the time of destruction, they pour out their force.
Yeah, because you got Leviathan, you got all types of creatures that Esau got over his left. Stored up. Esau gonna release them above the people, man. You know, but ultimately, that's the Lord had him to design them animals like that. I put a day that's coming, man. You know?
And appease the wrath of him that made them.
See? And that's Yahweh. Because Yahweh Shema Shah, the ultimate creator. He created them. He gave Esau the power to create the animals, man. You go do animals on this, they're going to do the judgment of the Lord, man. You know? You wonder why, you see that power, they had a little thing on kick the power to try to fight a lion. Got his ass mauled up. Come on, man. The Lord put a spirit on that lion, man. Because he could have stopped the lion like he did for Daniel. And Daniel got put in the lion then, man. Alright, he put the spirit on the lion to be in subjection to Daniel, man. They didn't touch Daniel. You know, but they could have mauled him. Just like when Daniel got out the lion's den and them false accusers got put in the lion's den, what happened to them? They got their ass ate. You know, so when they touched the floor, they got ate up, man. So the Lord control all things, but the spirits is gonna do the route that please him. That's Yahweh Shema Shah.
Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
Yep, the day that's coming. All right, I mean, and Jacob trumpet. All right, fire. All right, pleasant. You want to say plague?
Fire, hail, and famine and death.
Yep, famine and death, man. They was coming to America on a large scale, man. That's why we got to let our people know, give a warning. All right, you want to be caught up in this, go ahead. But if you don't, take heed to the word, man. All right, but that's the only how you're going to be saved out of this trouble that's coming.
Yeah.
Taking heed to the word of Yahweh Shema Shah. That's the only way.
Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction.
Yeah, it's just about people too. Yeah, but they right now they knowing the law of Yahweh Shema Shah where they got liberty, man. All right, so when that time comes, the Most High ain't gonna have mercy on them, man. All right, He's gonna let them animals, all right, that He created for vengeance, all right, do their thing on them, man. The Lord willing, we out here going to work, all right, being a part of the good ministry. Lord willing, how He have mercy on us, man. And we be saved from the wrath that's coming.
They shall rejoice in the commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when He is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress.
This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 6. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near.
Go up to that boat.
Go to 4. Okay. This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations.
That mark is for one, man. It's up to judgment. That's the mark that we got here right now sitting upon the elect, man. All right? Lord willing, we are part of that number, man. We are zip and judge. You know? Go ahead, because Jerusalem is a people for its place. All right? Go ahead.
That sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
And who doing that? The men of the Lord, man. You don't see 2/3 out here sighing and crying, man. They down with this. You know, they don't want America to end just like Esau don't want America to end. They want America to go on forever. You know? But all the true men of the Lord sighing and crying. All this bullshit that's been going on in the midst of the world, man. You know? Go ahead, Doc. Yeah, if you want to go down.
This is Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 5. And the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite, Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
Hey, that's it, man. Hey, them death angels ain't gonna have no pity, man. All right, like the precept just said, slay utterly old and young, man. So Yahweh Shem Shah does not discriminate, man. He doesn't give a damn who you are. At the end of the day, if you're not following his laws, statutes, and judgments, or command, oh, what about the kids? Well, hey, 9 times out of 10, they was wicked as hell in their past life. Okay, which is why they get.
Whosoever would not
Lord don't discriminate, man. He don't care. And like I said, what about the kids, man? Like that's depending on their parents on this side. But people's parents ain't gonna follow Yahweh Shem Shah. So that whole household is gonna get judged, man. If the father ain't right, then that whole house is through, man. Alright?
This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
And that's it, man. Okay, and that's the time that we're about to be in, man. Alright, we're about to see the death and destruction of 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Alright, for the hard head.
Yeah, I'm saying he got back to the Zechariah. I'm not Ezekiel.
And little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin in my sanctuary.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, if you got that mark of exemption, man, all right, then the death angel gonna pass over you. All right, and that's only for the elect, man. That's only for the men that's presenting their bodies as living sacrifice for the names of Yahweh Shem Shah all across the world. All right, but like the brother said, man, 2/3 of the nation of Israel ain't doing it, so they ain't gonna have a mark of exemption. And them niggas gonna take the chip, man. All right.
Overseas.
So yeah, hey man, the angels gonna be like, shit, all right, cool. You know, who we about to clap first? We got a plethora of niggas, man. We gotta clap, man. All right. That's what they doing the will of the Heavenly Father. All right.
Yeah, notice it said begin in his sanctuary first. Read that part again.
It says, any man upon him is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary.
Begin in his sanctuary. You know, the sanctuary is who? The nation of Israel. That's why I say in First Peter 4:17, the to reap first. What souls to reap first, man?
Right,
Yeah, go ahead.
Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house.
The old men, you know?
Go ahead.
Said unto them, defile the house and fill the courts with the slain. Go ye forth, and they went forth and slew in the city.
And that's it, man. That's what they're gonna be doing, man. Okay. Like I said, pretty soon we're gonna be seeing, man. And that's a lot of people gonna fucking die just from seeing these entities going out and carrying this mass wave of death, man. All right. Get that other one.
Yeah, they ain't gonna have no problem going to kill anybody. You know?
It's gonna be their delight, man.
It's Isaiah 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not...
Otherwise, they will be on this side. They will be on that side. All right. Do that. All right. This is the rebellious children. We're sitting at a rebellious children, man. These niggas don't listen, and they don't want to hear the laws of Yahweh Shem Shah, which is why they got to be put to death. Okay.
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
And they under Esau, man. Our people worship Esau more than our Creator, man. All right, they perceive him as God because of all the things he able to do for them. Which really, at the end of the day, the Most High ordained that too. Knocked off.
Verse 2, that walk to go down into. Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of the Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Hey, that's gonna be your shame, man. That's gonna be. Just niggas on the corner with bodies. You
friend.
know, those are actually the men of the Lord.
I'm not me.
Alright, but it's gonna be too late then. And that's the main thing with Jake, man. Alright, Jake is the biggest procrastinator that this whole damn business. They wait till the last minute to do everything. From paying bills to fucking daily life, man. Right, you know. You tell Jake, hey, we gonna meet up at 5, that nigga showing up at 5:40. You know? Right, yeah. If you're lucky, man. Alright? So, hey, man, and that's gonna, but this is the wrong thing that you want to procrastinate. Okay? You get that in the pocketbook, man.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 20. He that sacrificeth unto any god save unto Yahweh only, he shall be utterly destroyed.
Hey, that's it. Alright? And these people are not sacrificing to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. They don't even acknowledge the Heavenly Father. So you're going to be utterly destroyed for your actions, man. You reap what you sow at the end of the day, man. Everybody has to be in the seat of judgment. Whether it's righteous or whether you get rewarded or you get destroyed. But regardless, everybody's actions going to be judged, man. Alright? Go ahead, man.
I got one for you, Al.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 8. Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thy abominations.
And that's it, man. Okay? You will get recompense for all the abominations that you have done, man. Alright, not only in this life, but every past life before that, man. Everything is written down, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua sees everything. Alright? Don't think for 1 second that you can hide something from your Heavenly Father. You be stupid to think that. Okay.
Got a little more for you. Verse 9. And mine eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways, and thine abominations that are in the midst of thee. And ye shall know that I am the Lord that smiteth. Behold, the day, behold, it is come. The morning is gone forth. The rod had blossomed, pride had budded.
Yeah, that's it, man. Okay. Hey, he said he would not spare, man. Like I said before, man, there should be a fat line of Israelites, man, trying to seek the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Jake should not be just riding by like it's just normal, man. Okay.
One more up. Skip down to verse 14. They have blown the trumpet even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
Okay? And y'all gonna soon see Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua's wrath, man. You're already seeing it. We're already in the midst of it. We're in the midst of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua judging this earth, man. It's just only gonna get worse.
It say they have blown the trumpet.
Right.
That's us out here to get y'all ready for the day of the Lord's wrath. But what it say? They have not come to battle. They have not, because this is a fight out here, man. You know? And the scriptures say, he that is not with me is against me, man. You know? So you might say, well, I didn't do nothing wrong. Yeah, but you ain't do nothing right either. So, hey, yeah, hey, it ain't no middle ground, man. You know, it ain't no in between. You know, you gotta choose a side.
Yeah, you know how Jake be like, well, I gave all my life.
Yep.
Got a scripture on that.
I ain't never hurt nobody.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I've been giving all my life. I've been giving to the poor.
Yeah.
Yeah. The scripture said, no, you do good too.
Now it is gonna be some, you know, some of those multitudes that's gonna get saved that, you know, didn't necessarily come out and teach, but you know, the Most High have mercy on whom He gonna have mercy. Yeah. But if you sitting back just watching, you know, expecting that that's gonna be you, hey, man. Like, I wouldn't take that route. That's all I can say. You know, I wouldn't be the guy that's sitting back, hey, man, I don't do nothing wrong. I watch, you know. I'll be trying to put my hands on something, man, to make sure, you know, that I did all I can. If you able-bodied, you got transportation, you know, you can come out and teach, all right? Then you need to go out and teach, man. You know?
got a quick one.
Just like say, prayers of the prophet.
Yeah.
You know, you can't come out, shit, you know, give brother water. You know what I'm saying? Give this or give that. You know what I'm saying? To help benefit the truth, man.
Yeah, you give alms.
Lord have
You
mercy, something like that.
give alms. You do, you know, you do what you can, you know. But you go ahead, Kalab. We had something.
I got one.
Yeah, you gotta make a point right quick.
I'll go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say the scriptures also talk about the different offices, one being a translator. You know, you may not know all the precepts, but if you can just translate what we're saying into another language, you know, that's an opportunity to mark, you know, a whole different people that speaks a foreign language.
Yep. Whatever talent that you have in the world, it may be able to benefit this ministry, man. You know, you got brothers like you said, got gifts of tongues. That's just one example. You know, but go ahead, Kalab.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 14. Salakia. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Yep.
That's it, man. Okay. Whether it be good or whether it be evil, your works will be judged. Okay. And we'll get that.
This is Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they be agreed?
Hey, so to tap in what the brother said earlier, because you got Jake, where you tell him, well, being a homosexual is a sin. Well, look, as long as they ain't doing that deed, I don't care. But that's not the point, man. All right, you're supposed to hate that shit. Okay.
Hey, the scripture speaks about those that down with the homosexual. They're gonna get put to death also.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm cool real quick. And I can get it back.
Yeah, you can get that. Psalms 139:22. Read that.
This Romans 1:32. Just land back out to you. Who knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
That's it, man. Okay. Doesn't and you don't have to be doing homosexual acts to be judged for the homosexual. If you cool with that shit, you gonna get put to death with that shit.
You might get pleasure out of watching homosexual shows. You
Yeah.
might get pleasure out of, just observing it. That's just as you're just as guilty as the act. You know.
Like Jake, they always want two bad bitches.
Yeah.
They single bad, they love about it.
Yeah.
They two bad bitches kissing each other.
Yeah.
They make the judge doing this.
Yeah. If you get a kick out of it, you're gonna be judged, man.
Right.
You know. If it's your favorite pastime to watch whatever homosexual act, you know, it's got all type of entertainment with homosexuals doing whatever, you know, or you like just be around them to hear them talk, you know, you have certain venues that you go to where they be at, and you just like to be around the folly that they into, but you may not be a homosexual. And a lot of you women subscribe to homosexuals, man. You promote homosexuality.
That's what you see on Whitpost.
And that's why you see faggots hanging mostly around women, man. Because you women promote it. Oh yeah, God made him that way. I don't got no, well, God gonna make you a certain way that he has a judgment set up for them. And that means that judgment is gonna be to destroy you right along with them, man.
That's right.
You know? They say though that though hand join their hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. That go for you too, man. You know? You can't be around here mingling with these homosexuals and talking about you love the Lord, because the Lord hates faggots. So you supposed to hate faggots too, man. And I got a precept before you get that one. This Ecclesiasticus 15:13. The Lord hated all abominations. What are abominations, man? Disgusting acts of wickedness when you break it down. It says, and they that fear the Most High love it not. Now you can come back with that, you know.
Psalms 139:21. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee. And am not
How is one way to hate the Lord? They ain't keeping the commandments as the Lord put it down, man. The Lord speaks about with you being together lie with a man, lie with a man as a woman, they should be put to death. If they love the Lord, they won't be doing that, man. Obviously, they like to hell with the Lord, and they gonna do what the hell they want to do. But that's what judgment gonna be placed upon.
And notice it always speaks about fear. When it's speaking about love, a lot of time it always speaks about fear. Because the most important thing is that you fear the Most High. Because if you fear the Most High, love is going to come naturally. Because that's what it is. The Lord wants your fear. And if you fear the judgment of iniquity, for committing iniquity and sin, then you're not gonna do it. That shows the Lord that you love Him.
You're gonna try your best to the best of your ability.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we're doing now. We're keeping the commandments to the best of our ability.
Right.
We can't keep all of them.
But it's certain ones that you ain't got no business doing, man.
That's right.
You know?
Like put the fact.
Yeah. See, what we gonna be at? We're gonna be locked up.
Right.
We're gonna be in the electric chair.
Like that dude, he killed his woman, and he killed his 2 kids. He killed his woman because he thought that she committed adultery, and he didn't even know for a fact that she was. But regardless, even if she was, that's not wise to do that right now. We're not in our kingdom, so we can't keep all of our laws.
Personal righteous acts.
Right, exactly.
Psalms 139 and 21. Do not hate them, O Lord, that hate thee. And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee. Right. 122. I hate them with appropriate hatred. I count them my enemies.
That's it, man. And these people, all these heathen nations, and if you love doing abominable acts, all right, you are now listed as our enemy, man. If you're not for Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, you are our enemy. It doesn't matter who you are. Okay, family member, friend, it doesn't matter, man. Co-worker, it don't matter, bro. And that's what a lot of people are going to realize at the end of the day, especially our family members, because they think, oh, well, that's just a phase.
And he's going to so what he say? He say, who are my mother? Who are my father? Those that do the will, man.
Exactly.
All right? So if you ain't doing the will, guess what? If you're not a part of this, man, how can I be your brother, man? You don't even believe what I believe, man.
This family. Right, yeah, this our family, man. Alright? We all got the same mindset. Getting into the kingdom of heaven. Put these things in subjection. Alright? You go to your damn parents about something concerning the truth. But I think you just need to calm down. Man, you don't know what I'm talking about. They ain't gonna be able to understand everything we're talking about. Alright?
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
And that's it. For the people that say the Lord doesn't hate, that's one of the many scriptures saying that He does hate, and He hates sinners. All right. If you hate, hey, y'all gonna get put to death because y'all not following what He said, man. And He's especially discussing our people. All right. We're set to be a different people, man. Set apart nation. We learn the ways of the heathen.
And if I can add on to that, it's a saying in the world where you hate the sin, but you love the sinner. Where is that in the scripture? You say, I hate the sinner, right? Come on.
Who committing the sin?
Exactly.
The sin don't commit itself.
Come.
Go ahead, bro.
This is James chapter 4, verse 4, and then I'm going to jump down to 17. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God?
Hey, that's it, man. Okay, if you love the things of this world, that you're an enemy against Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. You can't serve the Most High in mammon. All right, it don't work out like that. Okay, you gotta pick a side, man. And there's a lot of people that's riding the fence, and you're gonna be utterly destroyed too, because you didn't pick your side. You didn't know what the hell you wanted to do. Well, this makes sense, but I still can't put that blunt down. I still can't stop messing with other dudes' women. So you're gonna get judged according to your acts, man. You didn't pick your side.
Right back to the point. It also said, he that is not with me is against me, man.
Right.
So ain't no mark in the middle, man. You gotta choose a side. For Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, or you not, man. Like, that's why say, you don't want anybody that looks wrong in the truth.
This is
This is Revelations. I'm sorry, 15. This is Revelations chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Hey, and the Lord prefers you to pick a side, man. But since you want to ride the fence, since you want to be in the middle, He's just going to spit your ass out, man.
And that's what happened to the nation of Israel, man. When Moses came down, all right, and he asked him, today, did you choose?
Well, he was telling y'all can't serve y'all. Well, I was like, nah, we got it. All right, y'all are witness today, man. We didn't follow suit. Go ahead.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
Yeah, that's it, man. All right, verse 17. Go ahead.
James chapter 4, verse 17. Therefore to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin.
And that's it. And a lot of our people know that these are abominable acts. You got homosexuals out here that know that it's wrong to be a homosexual.
Still do it.
Yeah, they just don't care, man. Jake knows it's a sin. You know, you're not supposed to be smoking weed. You're not supposed to be doing this and that. And they still do it. You know?
That's what the law just did, where it talks about they know the judgments of the Most High, but yet still do it. But not only do they do it, but they take pleasure in doing it.
Yeah.
But the scriptures also talk about how the righteous hate when they go off. They got the repentant spirit on them. Whenever they go off, they hate it. They wish they could do that. They're trying to the Lord.
They can do that, with the Lord mean you do it.
The scriptures talk about that.
Giving old man license to sin.
I was going to say that what the potter's clay says, "What makest thou?"
That's why all the Christian churches always say all saying the same. Therefore, when you got sins that can be put to death, like being a homosexual, can be put to death for this shit.
Yeah, certain sins hold more weight, even though, you know, the scriptures do say you break one, you break them all, you know, because you're just as guilty because you're going against the Lord. There's punishment unto death. You know, you can't just go make a sacrifice, you know, necessarily just be forgiven with just repenting to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know? So it's certain things that you shouldn't even tamper with, man. You know a man, you know a woman got a man, hey man, don't play that game, man. You know? You just need to fall back, you know?
The scripture say sin not at all with another man's wife. And then that temptation spirit gonna hop on. And the next thing you know, you playing with this man's wife.
If you're in a situation, if you're in a situation where you gotta work with a woman, and, you know, she flirting with you and she married, you need to get out of that situation, man. You know, you need to put yourself in a position where you don't have to be around that woman, man. You know, even if that means you gotta quit your job. You know,
It speaks on that in the prophecy, man.
because one thing about these women, man, these women are very seducing, all right? Because the tempter, all right, works on these women to get you to go off, man. One of the easiest things to go off by, preachers to go off by, is a woman, man. You know? What you say, y'all?
Right now, the Sabbath. Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
Well,
He's a 7-day event.
he's a 7-day Adventist. Goodness.
How about shipping up shop?
Hey, y'all got some out shop
I
like
got some
that.
water bottles and everything for y'all guys. Some little ties and shit. Carry Mike, Yasharala. Carry Mike, Yasharala.
Karamia.
Yeah, Karamia, Yasharala. You don't want them to come and go? Yes, sir.
Hey, shalom, bro.
Shalom.
You finally made it out. You finally made it out here, man.
So I'm looking for you, bro. Yeah, look some makeup. Okay.
It's Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarry to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Hey, and the scriptures say, the scriptures describe how the Lord is coming as a thief in the night, man. Okay? So he's telling you, man, you're not supposed to be tarrying day to day. You're not supposed to, I'm going to get right with the Lord tomorrow. And that's what Christians say too. Well, next year, New Year's resolution, I'm going to start going to church. I'm going to get right with it. That's not how you're supposed to go on this, man. All right? The moment that you see this truth, you're supposed to repent right then and there and hit it, man. All right?
Say Amos 5:18, woe unto you that did not fear the Lord,
Right.
Our people love to wait, Our people love to wait to the last minute to get right. That's why I say in the day of that security, meaning that when they get safe or whatever, man, they're gonna die,
All the evil days come not.
Right, when the evil days come not, Why you not laying in the death there? Why you young and able, strong,
Nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Because that's going into like the times of Noah. Everybody was partying and bullshit, while Noah was working hard on that. That's when it's time to turn to the Lord. Not what shit.
Y'all see y'all look who y'all was. I remember.
A lot of people gonna die. A lot of people gonna die, man. Because family, death, destruction is coming, man. Lost coming.
But the building was my auntie was getting.
Man, the time is short, man. It's all about to come down, man. That's a great rap. Yes. We already that's a time we gotta get something. Hey, the North Side is about to get it
They already had Jacob Stroke down in Venezuela. To this day, man. They're digging up the dead bodies and taking the jewelry off the bodies. Defiling
Let's look at what happened in Mississippi this week. When they went to the high school.
That's nothing more than concentration camps. That's all that is. Because they don't just support them right away. Some crackers for the whole day.
That's it, man. That's just a prelude on what to come here to remember. Because never look at the worst.
Rico is part of the United States.
Seriously, bro, I got faith in you.
Y'all act like it's not on this main part, so we gonna ignore that. Nah, bro, this is part of the United States. This is y'all territory. Now this has hit y'all territory. Now you have Bashir Shah is gonna just smack the rest of this whole thing. Alright? Like I said, we're taking time. Oh yeah.
This is James chapter 4, verse 13 to 15. Go to now, ye that say today or tomorrow we will go into such a city and continue there a year and buy and sell and get gain. Whereas ye know not what shall be on the morrow, for what is your life? It is even a vapor that appears for a little time and then vanish away. For that ye ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live and do this or that.
Hey, your life is a vapor, man. So who are you to say, what are you going to do tomorrow? You can't say that, I'm gonna do this tomorrow, let alone niggas be planning out their whole year. Well, in December, I'm gonna go do this whole time it's fucking January. Right. Like, what, your life is a vapor, man. You can't do that, man. Especially not playing with your how about your shot.
I was gonna say, I always bring this out. There's that saying in the world, so you make your plans and you hear God laughing.
They're like, that's not what I had planned. I make plans. I got things planned out. But y'all not on my list.
This summer this vacation. Hey, he can die tonight. He can die tomorrow, man. That's why we live day by day, That's why we always say, Lord willing, man.
That's what's wrong with Jake too, because they try to plan they whole, on a financial level, they try to plan out their whole financial year, man. Oh, I'm gonna get this much amount of money, this much amount of money. supposed to be getting your daily bread, man. And keeping it because that's all you know. You know what you here at that moment. So get your daily bread to feed yourself for the day, take care of yourself for the day. Keep that shit pushing.
Day by day.
Right. Jake shouldn't be trying to get 40 hours of overtime, man. For what? Yeah, you know, retirement, pension and shit, man. Get your check, get 40 hours. Keep it pushing.
You know how people always want to be like, oh man, like the brother said, oh, they got stuff planned out for the day or for the year. If things don't go as planned, that knows that the Lord had it set up for you not to go through that. It wasn't meant for you to do that. Oh, I'm going to go pay my bill today, and you find out that the place is closed. The Lord didn't have it set up for you to pay your bill today. It is what it is, man. You're running on the Lord's schedule and nobody else's schedule. All right? That's why, like the brother said, we say Lord will. Because hopefully we get to do that. But if the Lord didn't want us to do it, it ain't going to happen.
And I planned to get off work at 4 yesterday and then get on the road and come down. I ain't get here till 11 o'clock. Alright? That wasn't in the Lord's will, man.
A lot of times when you get those diversions like that, it's always something spiritual behind it. You're probably avoiding judgment,
Right.
or something. You know, it might lead to a spiritual conversation. You know, the Apostle Paul, all the hell that he got, you know, his ship went off course, and you know, he went shipwrecked.
We're gonna see what the spirit.
I mean, you know, that was a story that he taught, you know, in his epistles and that became like a faith booster. You know, to this day, it's a faith booster to brothers. You know, reading about how Apostle Paul, you know, went through all those trials of his faith, and he you know, at the end, he said, you know, I fought a good fight. There's a reward. So we look at all our adversities that we go through. Shit don't go out the way we wanted, planned. Hey, we're still living. Thank you. We get to stand for you. How about you, shot? Hopefully we can get that same reward, man.
I got a quick one out. It's Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. How can a man then understand his own way?
That's it. Okay? The Lord directs every man's step. You can't be playing and saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's whatever Yahweh Shai has you set up. Whatever your body is, your body. Everybody got a script, and they have to go by that script. You can't just, well, I'm going to switch the script with this brother because I don't really like how my lot's going right now. That's not how this thing goes, man. Okay? So at the end of the day, it don't matter, bro.
It is exciting.
It's 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
That's how you know he's
But when they shall...
Okay? And the day of the Lord is coming like a thief in the night. Okay? And if you know that a thief is coming, if somebody calls you and be like, I'm gonna break in your house. What we're doing, man, that ain't his truth. Alright? We at the window. We the watchmen. We in the blinds 24/7. We never know when it can go down. Now the Lord gave us signs to tell us when it's really going, when things are gonna speed up. You know, certain things that had to happen before the destruction comes. So we looking for those signs though. Alright? Go ahead.
Verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, and suddenly destruction cometh upon them as a travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
Okay, and that's it, man. Okay, and right now the vibration is getting pushed back into America. It's peace and safety. All right, because a couple months ago, the nigga woman didn't know she was getting food stamps. You know, now Trump ensured, okay, nah, y'all gonna do this. So they preaching that peace and safety doctrine, but really destruction is right around the corner, man. All right.
No peace coming.
Yeah. Hey man, it's already, bro. It's already August, man. You know, time is flying. You know, time is flying, man. We do not have much longer in this place. And a lot of people will soon realize that this place is about to go. Right?
So you can already tell that race wars are coming because back to the mass shootings, Jake is starting to slowly realize that Esau Edom is on some fuck shit because on Instagram they was posting it. Oh, it was straight Jake's posting it. Oh, that's fucked up and it's back to back and everything. We gotta realize that the white man is the real terrorist. They waking up slowly though, not on a Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai level, but the level to where these race riots and these race wars are going to come into play.
Hey, real quick, but that is on his level because he only has them on a certain level. He not waking Jake up to the truth. He gonna wake Jake up to the truth that these niggas are the devil said. That way these race wars will get started. That way you can do a mass clear of a lot of people. Alright? Now you can try your good, bro.
Genesis 49 chapter, who shall rouse Jacob?
Right.
Jacob. So we're going to take the Spirit of the Lord to rouse Jacob, man, for the race wars, man. You know, Jacob versus Esau.
Right, because it ain't gonna happen on Jake time. You know, Jake go protest for 2 weeks and then they back in the crib. You know, Jake's not worried about this too much, man. The Spirit of the Lord has to be on somebody to go and carry out the act. Just like the Spirit of the Lord is on these people to go and shoot up Walmarts and shit, man. These people did not just wake up in the morning like, you know what, I'm gonna go shoot up Walmart. Well, they didn't pre-plan it. And even if they say that they did, that was the Lord, man. The Lord already had this set up, okay? And like, hey, it's only gonna get worse, man. So if you think good times is coming to America, you're a fool, man.
Their destruction draws nigh. Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Hey, and that's why we don't worry about what to say when we come out here, man. All right, the Lord already has it set up. Hey, man, everything is preordained, man. So the Lord has it set up to where we're going to say certain things. These are the words of the Heavenly Father. All right, what's it, Matthew the 10th chapter? Matthew 10 and 20? Come on. Somebody want to get that. All right. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 2. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
That's it, man. All right. This is living that out. These words are faithful and true. Because they're written. All right, these are written for our learning. All right, a lot of people don't believe in the Bible. Go ahead. I forgot.
Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak.
It doesn't matter if you believe us or not. We personally don't care, man. I believe. These brothers believe. That's all we worry about, man. We worry about the elect.
That's about our chance.
Right,
You
you know?
believe?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's
Hey, that's one less spot I got to worry about, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
one less spot, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
because brothers is fighting for this, man. You got to fight for your crown, man. Okay? Let no man take that crown.
That's what the scripture say. Strive unto the truth unto death, and I'll fight.
Exactly. Hey, best believe brothers is out here fighting, man. This is a fight in itself. Coming out each weekend and doing. You know, these are all. This is a spiritual fight, man.
That's right. That's one thing about it. Is that because of not against flesh and blood. Right. It's against the principalities of this earth, man. And who the rulers of this earth? It's Esau.
Exactly.
All right. So that's what we spiritually fighting against, man. The spiritual demon of Satan and the physical counterpart of Satan, which is the so-called white man. So brother got to actually fight. We got to fight this demon, and we got to fight life itself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to do all this while still going through the motion.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Hey,
that's why I say endure. Endure all things to the next second.
That's it.
So we're going to catch the hell because prophesied.
That's right.
All right? That's only how they're going to get sealed. We got fishes of millions right now. You know?
Gold being shot in the fire, man.
Yeah.
Okay. And a lot of people going crack into the pressure.
Right.
They're gonna realize, damn, it's too hot in the kitchen. So I gotta get out. Because you knew the will of the Heavenly Father. And you did not do it.
That's why the scripture speaks about counting costs.
Yeah.
You know, if you really ready to give up everything for your wearing a t-shirt with the fringes on. You know what I'm saying? That goes cracking right now.
The baby garments.
Yeah, right. But when Jacob Trouble comes, they gonna be just like Craig and Day on Friday when they seen the dude get whooped.
Yeah.
After the last period of God, they gonna take their damn t-shirt with the fringes on.
You know, you trying to come out with the baby garments, you know, because you still trying to subscribe to the world. You trying to still be cool, man. The Lord says seek the old paths, man. you're trying to shortchange the Lord. You know, the Lord ain't going for that, man. And it's funny how all these camps that coming with them t-shirt garments, you know what I'm saying? You see the flaws in their doctrine like that, you know? Like they going off on major things, man, you know? You got Jake that's walking down here talking about Shalom. He got a shirt that say Black Lives Matter. And we don't subscribe to that black bullshit, man.
With fringes on.
With fringes on.
Hey, don't forget the fringes.
You know? Hey, man, all of these people that subscribe, and you don't even understand, like, the words that you subscribe to carry a vibration, man. You know? That's why every time they try to hit us with that black Hebrew Israelite, man, we cut it, man. It ain't black, man. A dark skin, you know. You're supposed to be dark skinned. Alright? Every person on the planet is supposed to be dark skinned and melanated, man. It's just a curse, alright, if you're not. But at the same time, our people are cursed just like Esau is cursed, man. Because we subscribe to the ways of Esau, so that we partake in the same curses as Esau, man.
That's right.
So you gotta understand, the Lord looks on the spirit. He doesn't look on the flesh, man. All right? So you subscribing to something and you offending a brother that might be of the elect. Because he looking at your shirt, oh, I guess I gotta be black to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I gotta be black. The Lord only loves black people. No, man, you damn dummies. The Lord loves Israelites. It don't have nothing to do with your complexion.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
As you can see right now, that's the spirit.
Yep.
Was it last week when bro came up, Confusion Face Brother?
Yeah, two.
Nah, but the shorter
Oh,
one.
the short dude.
Yeah, he came up last week and he said that week before he walked by and was listening to ISUPK and they like just immediately just did away with him just because he
And
was
that's
like a white boy.
that's going directly against the scriptures.
Right.
The Lord says, look not on the appearance, man. Judge not according to the appearance. You shunning every time you see somebody that look like an Edomite, you shunning them off. Or they look like Chinese man or whatever nation, you shunning them off. Hey, you could be shunning off, you could be shunning off a possible member of the elect, man. You gonna have to answer for that. You know? He said, I come in the volume of the book. It might not be. Matter of fact, it is in the law. It's in the law. It's in Deuteronomy. Well, I can't remember where it said. Because we know it's in John 7, and we know it's in, I believe it's 1 Samuel. Matter of fact, since we're on that topic, real quick, let's get there. Go ahead, bring it out.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 2. Commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance.
Don't hate a man for his outward appearance, man. You know? That's plain. We be out here bringing these scriptures out, but then when we get ready to judge a spirit, we looking on his appearance. Oh man, this is a spiritual thing, man. Brothers, keep going. If you got another one dealing with it. John 7:24, or I think it's 1 Samuel 16 and 7. Brother, can get that.
I got the. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteousness.
Saying, oh, well, he looks like an Edomite or a Chinese man, so I'm not going to deal with it. All right, because every time bros came to our camp, he's come humble. All right, he comes in, he's a Jake, man. Yeah. Okay.
Let's say try the spirit by the spirit. Say that word of the Most High. You gotta try the spirit, man.
So you're supposed to be judging more so what's coming out of a man's mouth and out of his mind than what he looks like.
Exactly. But they don't deal with that, man. None of these other camps deal with that. You know, ISUPK is a black Hebrew Israelite. Okay.
Try.
And they praise that, man. You know, they be up all in all black with the boots, standing at attention and shit. You know, it's just an Israelite army of Esau, man. That's all it is. y'all gonna get wiped out too.
Church on 16, church on street corner.
Yeah, IUIC the church of Israel.
That's all it is.
Yeah,
man.
church, like a whole building and everything. They got a billboard in here. Philadelphia. Yeah.
It's a billboard, man.
Talking about saying you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. Y'all niggas ain't got the truth.
That's not the devil himself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to put that quote out of all quotes. You know what I'm saying? He put that quote up, man.
Come on now, man.
But even though he's doing that wickedness, he's still pushing that vibration out to
Yeah,
Israel, man.
we got Israel.
You know, it's like, so this also lets you know they have no cope for this sin. You know, even though it's on the left hand side, you know, hey, you know the truth though. You Israelite, hey, you get the truth out there in your face, man. But you know, that's where Romans 11:7 come in. You know, hey, you can't deceive the elect, man. If you part of the elect, you the elect, you know.
The brother got one right quick.
Okay, come on.
He actually got two. You can get the Leviticus first. Like I said, the judgment that you're supposed to carry out about a person's appearance is actually in the law too. It's not just in John. You know, that's a main one. And then 1 Samuel, which with 1 Samuel, that's when he was going to pick the next king of Israel. Statue. But the Lord told him no. Did the brother bring out 1 Samuel already? Bring out 1 Samuel.
It's 1 Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance, or on the height of his stature.
Look not on his countenance, nor of the height of his stature. All right? So the countenance got to do with your appearance, man. All right? And your look. Go ahead, bro.
It said, because I have refused him, for the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for man look on the outward appearance, but the Lord look on the heart.
The Lord looked it on the heart, man. So you're supposed to be judging people according to the words that they speak pertaining to the Lord's judgment. That's why the first thing you really want to ask somebody when they come up to inquire is if they believe in the Bible. Because if you don't believe in the Bible, it's pointless having a dialogue with you. Because everything that we speak, all right, is going to be strictly out of the Bible, all right? Because this is the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
And I can say this too, your appearance, you know, your outward appearance. We're talking about your flesh.
Yep.
The Lord don't care about your color, man. He care about your spirit.
He care about your
If
spirit.
you want to need one part of the tribe, the Israelites.
Yep. Yep. Go ahead with the Leviticus.
This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment.
You shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Go ahead, bro.
Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty, but in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor.
Right. So that's the same with a man's a status in the world, whether he's rich or poor. All right. We don't care about your assets. You know, we don't care about your bank account. None of that matters because the Lord don't care about that, right? The Lord care about your spirit, your heart, man. What your judgment is, you know. Go ahead with the Deuteronomy.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 18 down to 19. Judges and officers shalt thou make thee in all thy gates.
That's what the Lord wants. The Lord wants judges, man. When you go into that word judge, it means administrative head of Israel, man. All right? Judges started with the nation of Israel, man. Go ahead, bro.
Which Yahweh thy God giveth thee throughout thy tribes.
Yep.
And they shall judge the people with just judgment.
All right, so that's what you see us out here doing. All right? We're judging. That's the starting with the apostles up top. All right? GMS, we judge with what?
Just judgment.
Just judgment, man. All right? According to the scriptures, man. Because the Lord has given us what? His judgment, his understanding to know that our people are of the sands of the sea, and they are scattered amongst every nation, all right, that's on the face of the earth. There being, what, 17 other nations, all right?
I got a quick real quick.
Let them finish it, then you will.
Verse 19, thou shalt not wrest judgment, thou shalt not respect persons.
And it says rest judgment, R, not R-E-S-T, but W-R-E-S-T. Don't wrestle with judgment. All right, that's why you can't be. How do you end up wrestling with judgment? Being emotional, getting in your feelings. Oh, he looked like, you know, that's what the brother was talking about. ISUPK shunned off the confusion of Facebook. You know, he's a white man. You look like yeah. Hey, get out your feelings, man. All right, it's a small thing for the Lord can turn you white tonight. You can wake up tomorrow and be a goddamn leopard man. You know? And then what? Yeah, man.
But like Moses' sister, for example.
Go ahead, finish it, bro.
Neither take a gift, for a gift will blind the eyes of the wise and pervert the words of the righteous.
That's what happened to also with the Israelite camp. Took the 501c3 child. They took the gift. The scripture said what the gift destroys the heart, man. That's what happened. They took the 501c3 charter and put Yahweh shot to the back, man. You know? So for them doing that, guess what? Judgment, man. Alright, judgment must go forth, man.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 2. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
Right, read that again, call it out. So call it out again.
1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 2. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
Man, who are the saints, man? The Israelites. Man, the elect. Alright? Because you got the saints right here, man. When the saints go marching in and talking about the elect, man, the children, man. Alright? And we not going to judge the world, man? Alright? That's 144,000. That's what we going to be, man. We're going to be judges of the earth, man. Alright? When you look that word up, like I said, we are God. When you look the word God up, what it means? Rulers, judges, man. The divine one. Alright, so we gonna be the judges, man, of the earth, man. Alright?
And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matter?
Right. Are you able to judge the smallest matter, man? We judge everything according to the scripture. Alright? Everything must be done decently in order. Coming out the ass, you the bad out there, man. But when it's proven through the scripture, guess what? This judgment, they want Leviticus say. Leviticus say, you know what I'm saying, you can't eat swine. Alright? You can't go against the scripture. No, you can't.
No. And it said, are you not worthy to judge the smallest matter? Hey, confusing the face is really a small matter.
Yeah.
You know? That's how you know a lot of these other camps, they're not worthy to judge small matters, man. You know? Because that's Deuteronomy 28, all right? That's part of confusing the face.
Yeah, you're gonna be scattered.
Hosea, first chapter, that's part of confusing the face. That's how confusing the face came about. You gotta understand, man, how reproduction works. The circumcision, you know. They know these scriptures, but they don't got the spirit to put together the manifestation of the fleshly product. You see?
Said, like the apostles always talk about how, you know, back in the Born West, you know, they taught about the tares. You know, you're going to have people that look like, you know, Jakes, but are actually heathens.
See, they taught that in One West.
Yeah, but they never taught the confusion face part. You know, that you're going to have Jakes that look like others.
Yeah. That's the parable of the wheat and the tares. Yeah. Hey. And just the same, like you got melanated flesh, there's a spirit of Edomites or a spirit of another nation. Ham, for example. How can you condemn Africans, so-called Africans, and say that they're not Israelites, you know, but then they got the same complexion as you? But then when somebody comes up with a different complexion than you, you can't see that they may happen to be an Israelite? That's simple, man. That's why I say, what the brother read, are you not worthy to judge the smallest? That's small matter, you know? But, hey, to some people, milk is meat, and they choke on it. Go ahead, bro. Was you done?
I had one more.
Go ahead, Al.
Well, I had that had a precept what you said about him.
Let him finish this, Al.
Okay, cool.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 16 down to 17. And I charged your judges at that time, saying, hear the causes between your brethren, and judge righteously.
Hear the causes between your, what does it say? Hear the causes between your brethren. So when this is a gate of judgment right here. If somebody comes up, if you out teaching you, holding the words of Yahweh Shai in your hand, they come up and inquire about it, you're gonna send them off before you hear? That's the law right here. It say, hear the causes. Go ahead, bro.
And judge righteously between every man and his brother, and the stranger that is with him.
Hey, judge righteously between every man and his brother and the stranger that is with him, man. So you might have a melanated Jake come up, and you know, you'll say, oh, well, he's an Israelite. You might have a so-called white man with him. Well, he going in slave. You can't just say that right off the bat. You know? Sometimes you can tell right away, you know, but ultimately, the true telltale sign is when you get to going into the scriptures. All right, you asking certain questions like how you like your steak. That's just one thing, but you know what? It's Jakes that keep their steak medium well, so that's not a definitive telltale sign that they're Israelite. That's why you got to keep going. You got to keep. Hey, what do you think about so-called white man going into slavery for all the atrocities that he committed against the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans?
So I ain't gonna say. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, that was back then. You know, you probably eat them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
He signed got the truth in him, man.
Are you asking, do you believe America's gonna be destroyed for all of the wickedness that it's done? Man, no, America ain't gonna never. He said that's probably an Edomite. You know, because it say he's a proud man. You know. But go ahead. I'm gonna give it back to y'all, folks.
Verse 17. Ye shall not respect persons in judgment, but ye shall hear the small as well as the great. Ye shall not be afraid of the face of man.
Woo! Say that again.
Ye shall not be afraid of the face of man.
You should not be afraid of the face of man. You know? So, hey, that's dealing with his judgment, and that's dealing with his look, man. You might have a brother that got that Down syndrome. He might look weird, you know. You know, he might come up. He might have any type of ailment or something. Might be, you know. But you don't just send him off. I hear him. Yeah, I hear him out. So it's just in the law, man. That's the only point I want to make. It's in the law, man. You know. But you have them same camps. You got them same camps. There's the law, but they skip over this part. It's black Hebrew Israelites. You know, hey man, you going against the law, you going against the judgment, man. It ain't got nothing to do with skin color.
Yeah, ain't nothing to do with black against white.
Because you know it's a lot of people that come on our videos all the time. Yeah. They see Zahab about the Nashville brothers got confused in the face. Oh, is that an Edomite?
Now, what one Jake say? Oh, y'all let white people in the camp now?
Hey, nigga, you might be an Edomite. You know? Yeah. Hey, it's dark skinned. Come on, man, tears. Yep.
But they were saying that, his mom was Irish.
Yeah.
But, he had sex with his mama when he was
yeah.
considered as a white Edomite back then, though.
Yeah.
Even though they say he could be an Irish, like, black Irish.
Man, Edomites hate the Israelite spirit. That's why they hated them Irish so bad. Because those were even though they looked like them, they had a different spirit. They
called them black Irish.
They called them, yeah.
That's something bigger.
niggas of Europe. Yeah, it's called the Irish, the niggas of Europe.
Talking to him. That's how you that's Jake. That's Edomite right there. That's a Hamite. You know what I'm saying? By the way, they countenance and everything you can tell.
Yep.
Just because you can't.
Now, it's certain physical attributes of Esau that you can look at, like, it might be Jake. Like, if we see a red-haired, so-called white man, good chance it might be Jake. You know what I'm saying? Or if he walk a certain, got a little salt in his walk. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake, one thing about Jake walk on his toes, like this brother right here. He could be Jake. See what I'm saying? See his swag? But we don't know that. He could have just hung around, he could have grew up around a bunch of Jakes. But he could be, you know, could be an Israelite. Yeah, you know. Esau got a whole different swag, man. You know?
29. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance, when thou meetest him. A man's attire, excessive laughter, and gait show what he is. And gait meaning like his walk, like the brother was saying. You know, and it's only to people that have understanding, like you just said. If you have an understanding, you can tell by, he got that kind of swag look on his face, kind of grinning. But Esau has a craftiness about his
prime example,
face.
right here, looking at us. This looks like, prime enemy number one. You know, he walked by all the signs, but the one that offended him the most is the one that offended Esau the most. You know, that he probably feel like that's not something that should happen, but that's definitely going to happen according to the scriptures. The so-called white man, Esau Edom, is going into slavery.
That's right.
Right? They say they seem to have a problem with justice being paid, man. You know, what goes around comes around. Go ahead, bro.
This is Revelations 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
And all you European Edomites, the French, the Spaniards, all right, y'all led so-called Negroes, all right, into slavery, and you raped, robbed, and murdered the so-called Native American Latinos, man. All right, you did that. Slavery, rape, robbed, and murdered. All right, the apple of the Most High's eye. All right, the one people that you should have never touched, you touched, man. So not only are you going to go into slavery, you're going to go into the worst slavery that has ever been administered on earth, man. 1,000 years, double. You're going to get double what you've done unto us. And it's going to be right, and we're not going to do the wickedness that you did. We're going to give you double and do it righteously.
You said have mercy. You said not have mercy.
You get that. Go ahead.
All right, this is Amos 9 and 11. That day will I raise up the tabernacles of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof.
Right.
And I will raise up his ruins, and will build it as in the days of old.
Yep.
That they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen.
But you notice that it separates. See, all the heathens, that's a whole nother 16 nations. But it specifically says Edom. That's why I always say public enemy number one. Esau. Go ahead, bro.
James 2.
Now let him finish. Let him finish.
Which are called by my name, saith the Lord, that him that soweth seed, and the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt.
Yep. So all these other governments gonna be put down when the nation of Israel is put into power. See, it ain't gonna be no democracy. Ain't gonna be no we the people. Ain't gonna be no state of union. We're not gonna ask you what you. All the big hopes to get all these people involved to go down, waste time out of their day to supposedly vote for their king. And democracy really mean rule of the demons, man. Is this nothing but a big deception, a covering cast on the people to make them think that they have a say-so in who is the next leader? But we gonna tell you like it is, cut and dry. Israel gonna rule, starting with Yahushua, then King David, then the 12, and the rest of the 144,000.
Right.
All right, that's who gonna rule forever. You ain't even gotta puzzle your mind watching political shows, trying to see who's the next best candidate. See, we're gonna make it easy for you heathens, man. And that's why I say when the righteous are in rule, all right, the people rejoice, man. When the wicked are in rule, the people mourn. You know?
Yeah.
All right, come.
This Jeremiah 32 and 18. Thou showest love and kindness unto thousands, and recompense the iniquity of the father unto the bosom of their children after them. You know, and that's what going back to Revelation 13 and 9. He that live in captivity shall go in captivity. All right, the Lord said He's going to recompense the iniquity to the bosom, all right, of the father, man, their kids, man.
Yep.
All right, so these so-called white people that's on earth today, they going to reap the benefits of their forefathers, man. What had their forefathers saw in number wickedness, man? Death, man. Murder. All right, rape, robbing, murder, man. You know, and they go all over throughout the whole world doing this, man. But guess what? They gonna get that payback for what their fathers done.
That's right, because you are your father coming back.
I was going to say also, it's kind of like you inherited dirty money. You know, like if you got, you probably didn't commit the crime, but you still are holding on to that dirty money. Those ill-gotten gains.
Get some rock.
You'll get locked up for that. You know,
that point you just made.
Y'all still inherited the Israelites. You know, some of y'all may not have put us in subjection this time.
Just to validate that point he just made about them getting their riches. Yeah, go ahead.
It says the great, the mighty power, the Lord Yahweh armies is His name. Yep. You know, so that's that right there. So that's gonna happen. It's gonna come to pass, man. If you put His name right behind it, you know.
Go ahead, I know.
So Mark 10 and 8, because of unrighteous dealings.
Because of what?
Unrighteous dealings.
That's the so-called way, man. Unrighteous dealings, man.
Injuries and riches got by deceit.
So that's what Zahar was just talking about. Yep. You inherited that money through the deceitfulness and the injuries of your forefathers.
Right.
All right?
Yep.
So with that being said, what's going to happen with those riches?
The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
You built your kingdom up off of those riches that you got unrighteously. So those riches are going to be translated to a righteous people. Now, wicked in Sirach, if a brother can find it, he said in due time he gonna put one in rule that is profitable, which I'm roughly paraphrasing. But read that. Keep going on that. It might be in that same chapter. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, go ahead.
Jump down to 4. So Mark 10 and 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time He will set over it one that is broken.
See? So that's the precept to John 9 and 9:24. Because he say the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who gave the earth into the hands of the wicked? The Lord. But right there, you sure that was 10 or was that 11 and 4? So Ecclesiasticus 10 and 4 says, read it again.
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord.
The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. And the Lord gave the earth into the hand of the wicked. For what? A season. That's why I say in due time, go ahead.
And in due time, he will set over it one that is profitable.
Now, who is that one that is profitable that he gonna set over the earth? Israel. All right. But right now, it's just the season of you Edomites to rule. But that's coming to an end shortly. Really, it's over.
That's right.
You know. And I was doing a quick lesson this week on it. Just like in ancient Rome, when those gladiators and those all those different fighters you saw on Spartacus, the situation when they started rebelling against the government, that's when their kingdom fell. That's what you're seeing going on today in the professional sports industry, man. You got all these athletes, all right, they holding out on Esau. They really controlling the revenue in these professional leagues, man. You know? Contracts getting voided left and right. A player's supposed to be on a 4-year contract, this many year contract. But they said to hell with their contract. I'm meat, you finna give me meat. You finna pay me this or I'm not playing. So that show you that their power is being stripped away from them. He said, either you gonna pay me, I'm not playing. Le'Veon Bell, you have plenty, hey, it's starting to become a trend. So what you're seeing is, and how much revenue do these athletes make them?
Right.
Billions of dollars, man.
And then at his position, man, he gonna get pounded too. He a running back, so he taking a beating. You know what I'm saying? So he really deserves that money.
They wising it up.
They wising it
They
up.
understand. Okay, so y'all play it like this. This how I'm gonna play it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play for what I'm worth, or I'm not gonna play at all. They didn't understand how much money these elite Edomites is making, man. You know, which they not the elites of the elites, but they the level under the elites of the elites.
Same thing with in the music industry too.
Same thing.
Because you got a lot of people not signing contracts to these music corporations. They just make music on YouTube and SoundCloud and all this, that, and the third. And then they have their own concerts. And yet all that goes into their pockets and their food. Right? They said, fuck that music industry. Man. We can get it by ourselves now.
Esau been made bare, man. He being made known.
And that also even goes down into people being able to start up their own businesses.
Yep.
They can quit their job, these app-based jobs.
Yep.
They start their own little gigs, their own little side hustles. I said, man, fuck that.
Yeah, because Jake ain't got to work. Jake can cut grass. You know what I'm saying? Jake can, Jake weld and he can weld some shit up. You know, he just really ain't got to work for Esau, but you got to have a job. Then you got to have a job.
Like mechanics, they can do a job on the side. All this shit on that with you.
They got that saying, shade tree for county.
They got that side hustle, man. Just like
Car wash.
Yeah, car wash. Like you were saying about the athletes, I think what his name? He said Antonio Brown or some shit.
Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah. He said he don't need 30 million. He can make his own money. Man.
Yeah. Because see, you used to have them players, they depended solely upon Esau cutting them a check. See, these players now, when they get in the league, they done got smart. They started taking that money that they get initially and investing it. And then they know the time comes for them to get their big contract. They don't have to depend on Esau. You know, they make Esau depend on them. You know, like, hey, you need me. Hey, I'm the leading rusher on your team 2 out of the last 3 years. So either you gonna pay me what I'm worth. I'm not waiting till my contract up. I want a new contract right now.
Right.
You know? So all those unrighteous decrees and all those different schemes that Esau has been thriving off for so long, Jake flipping that shit on him, man. You know? That's what this word is doing, all right, with all these other doctrines that he got out there. You know? They're trying to get you. Yeah. Well, go ahead. I know you had something. Oh, it was just Carl. Go ahead, Carl.
You said 4:21. Yeah, 4:21. This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 21.
whose leaves were fair, and the fruit thereof much, and in it was meat for all, under which the beasts of the field dwelt, and upon whose branches the fowls of the heaven had their habitation.
Read it again, Baba Bouchard.
Daniel chapter 4, verse 21, whose leaves were fair, and the fruit thereof much, and in it was meat for all, under which the beasts of the field dwelt, and upon whose branches the fowls of the heaven had their habitation. Keep going on.
I don't know what you're trying to get at. Who's getting that for? Oh, yeah.
Daniel chapter 4, verse 21, whose leaves were fair, and the fruit thereof much, and in it was meat for all.
This Daniel, right?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. I think 17 or 4. No, 4 and 17.
4 and 17, okay. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the
That's
demand
right.
by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will.
That's right. Like the brother was saying, hey, Esau was given the time to rule, man. All right, but guess what? He's going to be taken out of rulership, man.
Right.
And guess what? The Israelites, start with our big brother, going to be set in power, man. And we're going to rule forever, man. But just showing you how the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, man. All right, he set up who he want to be set up. Why do you think Donald Trump in office right now? Because the Lord set him up in office right now, man. All right, he didn't do that on his own, man.
Right.
All right, he didn't grow up from being a child saying that he's gonna be the president one day.
Right.
The Lord already had that in plans, man.
Yeah, I appreciate
Time that's
it.
coming. All right. Go ahead.
And set him up over the bases of men.
Right. Who's the base man? So-called white man. All right. The Lord do the setting up. Man's going to other Lord. How then a man can understand his own way. Nebuchadnezzar, because this is what it is, Nebuchadnezzar, Daniel speaking, he had to learn the hard way. Nebuchadnezzar thought that he was God himself. You see what happened? The Lord put him in the wilderness for 7 years, man. All right? Until he found out who the true power was. And then the Lord set him right back on the throne again. And he knew from there. Hey, how about Shema Shai? Hey, he the ruler. He the king. That's the true power.
Like the word brought out earlier, 4 Samuel 2 and 7. He can make poor and he can make rich.
Yeah.
It's also in the Bible say it's easy for the Lord to make a person rich. Yeah, so you poor, hey, Lord, hey, this is your judgment from the Lord, man. He made you poor, man. But he can make you rich just like that, if he wanted to.
Daniel chapter 2, verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Right. And so when the brother heard Jeremiah 27:5.
Dr. Nunn got one for you.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, this Proverbs 21:1, it said the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
Right, see the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, man. What he did to Pharaoh, man. All right, he hardened Pharaoh hard, man. You know, that's how you know the Most High ruled in the kingdom of men. You know, he made Pharaoh do all the things that he did. Let the children of Israel go, and then here it is. Come on. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, as the rivers of water, he turneth it wheresoever he will.
That's right, man. And we living on the water, man. All right, we living on the water. That's how you know this the Lord doing. All right? This the Lord doing. Go ahead with that piece of Doc.
This is Jeremiah chapter 27, verse and I've given it unto whom it seemed meet unto me.
Just like when you read about Cyrus the Great got like some recognition in the scriptures, but he wasn't an Israelite. But the thing about it is, the Most High set Cyrus the Great up for a specific reason pertaining to building up Israel. Because Cyrus the Great, when you read about him, what's that in Kings? can't remember right off the back. Cyrus the Great allowed the Israelites to build a temple, man. So that was the whole purpose of allowing him to go on that great military campaign and conquest like he did, man. You know, he was king of the Persians, man. You know.
This is Mark 16 and 15. It said the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, hardened Pharaoh that he should not know him, that his powerful works may be known to all.
Powerful works, we believe like, man, Lord, let the children of Israel, out of Egypt, you know, split the sea, all right? But rain quail from the heavens, all right? Hey, but they can know his powerful works. You know, but guess what? The Lord will do more works than that, man. When he get back. All right? And guess what? Everybody gonna know the Lord's judgment then, man. I think it's Romans 13.
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up.
See? That's just showing that the Lord King is in the king's heart.
Yep.
All right? Because he said, what? Read that part again.
Even for this same purpose have I raised thee up.
Right, even for the same purpose, he done raised up Esau, man.
Yep.
All right? Did you know that purpose was he rose Pharaoh up, but he could show his power, all right? And then for the children of Israel to know. All right, this time, the whole world gonna know, man. You know? Go ahead.
That I might show my power in thee.
See? Because he gonna show his power, man, within his men, man. And you have a shot. Go ahead.
And that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
And that's what's gonna happen. Everybody gonna fear Al-Shai, man. All right? But just one of the Lord's names, man. All right, demon like power, man. All right? Everybody gonna fear the Lord, man, when the time is coming. You know? But he raising up certain men, all right? Man, let make certain men make certain moves. But everybody be like, damn, nobody touching America. Nobody messing with Russia. He just modeled China, demolished America, and then who you gonna say the big man then?
Most are the biggest terrorists. King of
Exactly.
terrorists.
You know? Go ahead, listen on that.
First Samuel 2 and 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
What happened to Yahweh Shai, man? Yahweh Shai died and rose 3 days, man. You know what I'm saying? That was the power of the Lord, man. He killed him and he make it alive. I know like 3 dudes that had died and came back, man. You know, they thought he was gone in the hospital. Guess what? The Lord put the spirit right back in him. Nah, it ain't your time to go yet. You know, the Lord do this, man. Go ahead, Doc.
The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich.
Yep.
He bringeth low and lifteth up.
That's right.
He raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill,
That's right.
to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory.
That's what you see now. We was poor from the dust, man. Dust means Caprice. We Caprice out here in Babylon, man. But what he raised us up, man. You know? Come out here and teach this word.
For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's,
That's right.
and he hath set the wicked shall be silent in darkness,
Yeah.
for by strength shall no man prevail.
That's right.
The adversaries of the Lord shall be broken to pieces. Out of heaven shall he thunder upon them.
That's right.
The Lord shall judge the ends of the earth, and he shall give strength unto his king, and exalt the horn of his anointed.
Right. You should have a shot. That's the power we serve. That's the power that we serve right now, man. All right, they're actually gonna do these things that we're reading about, man. You know? Yeah, you got it. Go ahead.
said,
Hey, this Psalms 149, I'm gonna start at 6. Let the high praises of power be in the mouth, and the two-edged sword in their hands, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains, and the nobles with feathers of iron.
You're right, the elites, man. Because they the kings of this earth. All right? To eat like the families. All right? They the kings of this earth.
His saints,
Judgment will. Cheaper than Esau, man. He ain't gonna make it.
like this scripture this brother read earlier, he said he's going to exalt the horn on his anointing. That word horn represents power, you know? You know, so we're going to get those new bodies. We're going to break out of these chains, man.
We're chained to darkness, man. Yeah. But that's the beautiful thing about it, man. So the technology that Esau had, we can't outfight Esau with his technology. That was his blessing, the sword. So what we're gonna have? We're gonna have to have the spirit of the Lord upon us to be able to fight them. Whatever Esau got, his technology, drones, all right, the military, the tanks, all right, all the diseases he's gonna put out here. All right, we're gonna have to have that power, man. We're gonna get him on the Lord. Lord willing.
This Jeremiah 23:5. Behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous prince, and a king shall reign in his power. And a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth.
And who the tongue like Yahweh all right? That's why I said who is that coming from evil? God government, man. And deliver the elect. Go ahead. Really representing the whole southern tribe, and then you got Israel representing the northern. All right, Yahweh thanks, man. You know what his name be called? Go ahead, Doc.
He said, therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that they should no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
See how he always reminding us of what he did? I bring y'all out of Egypt, man. It was me. You know? But y'all did it on your own. You know? I'm in power with the dead y'all out of
and that shall dwell in their own land.
Right, going back to the coasts. You know, the dripper is everywhere. We scattered everywhere, man. All right, but guess what? He's bringing us back, man.
He said there's no country, man.
Yeah, we in the country. Yeah. That's right.
Our main testimony is going to be talking about how the Most High destroyed America and Babylon and delivered the righteous. But it also said out of all the countries where scattered us. Because there's going to be brothers that come from the Philippines or from China. Yeah, England. They're going to be telling their testimonies. It's like, hey man, you should hear like this brother's testimony. Right. They're going to be, hey, you know, surely the Lord lived that delivered us from all that stuff. Because we're a conquered people, and we're the most we're the majority. You know. Yeah. Like man, we're scattered abroad and still being, you know, at the bottom. We're delivered out of that. We came rose up to the top.
Jeremiah 49:12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk it.
Right, which was the children of Israel. All right. It said what? Have they what?
That was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk it.
Right, which was the cup of slavery. All right, go ahead.
And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
Woo. So that's Esau thinking. They just gonna slither away like the snake they is.
Slide out the back
You
door.
hear me? No, sir. You can't hide on this one, buddy. That's why they got the underground bunkers and all in the mountains and shit. Think they gonna get away from the destruction. Yeah, some of y'all gonna get away. Because that's why I said we gonna oh man, possess the women of Edom, man. All right, because somebody got to be the persecution slavery. Go ahead, Doc.
Thou shalt not go unpunished.
Thou
but
shalt not go unpunished, man. Look what they have done. Put the camera on there, Doc. Thou shalt not go unpunished, man. You ain't forgot about that. So not the Lord either. You know? Y'all ain't going unpunished, man, for what y'all did to the children of Israel, man. You know? Go ahead.
But thou shalt surely drink of it.
But thou shalt surely drink of it, man. They gonna drink of that. Ezekiel 20:25. You know?
Limitation 4:21.
Oh, yeah. Limitation 4:21 too, but Ezekiel 25.
Eye for an eye, you know what I'm saying? Getting back at you know? Be all about getting revenge. You just look at 9/11 and see that when them so-called Ishmaelites bombed them towers. Shit, hey man, it wasn't. What was it? 2 weeks? if that. Shit, hey, Bush was out. Hey, we going over there. We got to get them back for this. We need Bin Laden. I want Bin Laden's head for this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though all the shit was set up, but man, Esau all about, you know what I'm saying, getting his punch back, getting his lick back.
Get his lick back.
He got to get his lick back, man. He not finna let nothing slide, man.
Nah.
But now, all of a sudden with Jake, you know, now, hey, let's let bygones be bygones, man. You know, that was in the past. Don't worry about that, man. You know.
All right, go ahead, Doc. Bring it out. Bring a piece of my life.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Hey, call it out, yeah.
Y'all gotta put it like that.
Set them curses up. Put them curses up.
Yeah. I almost died on this bike.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you,
Reward her even as she rewarded you. Go ahead.
and double unto her double according to her works.
Double unto her according to her works, man. And this is just some of the works that we know about, man. All right? This is just some of the works we know about. But hey, Esau did more shit than that, man. You know? That ain't even documented, man. That ain't even no file on paper. You know? We know that devil did something, man. They show you in the movie how dirty they was, man. That's just a glimpse. Alright? They know they did more dirty shit than that, man. But guess what? Payback is a mob, man. Go ahead, man.
That's why it goes far. Go ahead, the Lord's will.
That's why I got my love. That's why. Go ahead.
In the cup which she had filled to her double.
Exactly, man. And it's hard to drink a double shot or something strong, man. It's just a shot. You go ahead and knock back. You try to double shot, they might throw that back up, man. All right? But guess what? They finna get it, man. You so-called white people, you other nations, man, y'all finna get it, man.
Right.
Right. All right? Go ahead, I'll with that.
Ezekiel 25 and 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand.
See, he's making simple what he's saying. I will lay my vengeance upon Edom, man. All right, go ahead.
By the hand of my people Israel.
By the hand of my people Israel, man. All right? That's how. Hey, what they did, they laid their spirit, the Lord's spirit, and his anger upon us. The Lord used what? Them.
Think about it,
All right,
man.
brought the
Serious.
whole Psalm 17 that proved that. Whole Psalm 17, all right?
Psalm 17.
Yeah, 13.
All right.
All
Psalm
right, go
13.
Let's say, they are my bad ass too, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's Jeremiah 51. Yeah, 20. You can get that. Go ahead, all right?
And they do and eat them according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
That's right, man. They gonna know, man. The Lord gave them this power, man. Just like the Lord gave them their power. But what he doing? He taking their power.
And what, bro?
My sword.
You said 13.
In 17 and 13.
Okay, come. It's Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, which is thy sword.
Right, see, which is thy sword, because the Lord gave so-called white man the power over us, man. He the most high sword, man. He the whooping stick for the children of Israel right now, man. But sooner or later, the Lord better take that power away from the so-called white man, all right?
Right.
He better get us back to who? Us, man. Because the world was made by our sake, man. All right? You know, first, hey,
Judgment without mercy.
and that's the beautiful thing, man. Because that's what these so-called white people. It's still so-called white supremacists, all right, and racist Edomites out here, man. You seen that? I know y'all seen it. They had on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. When the Edomite dude said, "This how I think nigga."
Yeah,
It's
it's like a black man's favorite shoe.
Right. Yeah, that's the perpetual hate that he had from the God, man. All right, they still got that hate in them, man. Ain't shit changed, man. They just be like certain Edomites know that their power is short and they're taken away from them. So they're gonna be, let's be by God. You know what I'm saying? No, man. We not in this together, man. Y'all over there, and we over here, man. All right?
He said, for he shall have judgment without mercy. They had showed no mercy, and mercy with Jordan.
Hey, do y'all think the so-called white man deserved punishment for what he did to the children of Israel?
I don't think no man deserves punishment.
See?
Nobody deserves punishment.
Fools like that gonna die. You know?
For nothing did they do. Nobody deserved to be punished for nothing did they do.
Nigga like that gonna get you killed, man.
He said, just don't do nothing.
Just don't do that.
Oh, man. God damn.
Go ahead, bring it out.
Hey, but that's an old Jake, man. You know, that's been rooted in him, man, from day one. You know.
Plantation Christianity.
We talked about that earlier. Hey, doing nothing is just as guilty as doing something.
Right.
We ain't doing nothing. We gotta do something.
Hey, what Esau say, man? You don't got credit, you got bad credit.
No credit is bad. No credit. The same way most high. You ain't got no. Hey, where your work at? You gotta do something. Just don't do nothing.
Did he get that and get Luke 19 and 27?
Job chapter 4, verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished, being innocent.
Yeah.
And he said he don't believe that anybody should be punished. But the scriptures say nobody dies innocent.
Yeah.
So everybody is liable to get some type of judgment.
Right.
Everybody.
Right, brother.
You know?
The Lord loves his judgment.
Right.
The Lord is known by his judgment, man.
That's in Jeremiah.
Say it pleased the Most High to bruise his own son.
Say something. That's like saying, Salakia, I would say, when that guy said, "Oh, just sit back and do nothing," that's like you not telling the police, "Oh, I know who the killer is," but you sitting back and not doing nothing. That's just as bad because when they find out that you knew, you going down with the killer.
But nah, they don't need it. According to that, Jake, man, somebody come and kill his
I
own
want to ask
people.
him that too.
I forgive.
Go ahead, make a point, talk about. I had a point. Yeah, you know, stop.
And now I'm gonna finish this.
Go ahead, read that.
It's gone now.
Or where were the righteous cut off? And the righteous were never cut off.
That's right.
So that's, The main point was the first part.
This is Luke 19.
Like I was just gonna say, and old school jakes like that, man, they're the reason we were in the position we were in for so long, man, before the truth came out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He all about Martin Luther King, you know, non-violence. You know, forget about what Esau did to you. Turn the other cheek. You know, Esau probably was whooping his ass back in the day, man. He might have marched with Dr. King or something, man. Got milkshakes dumped on him, man, punched in the head and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Hey, what good came out of that, man? You still ain't got no respect, man. You know?
And they turn the other cheek. You know, that's talking about your brother, man.
Right.
You know,
Martin Luther King dead now. So look what that peace and non-violence shit
got his ass violated.
Right.
Yeah, speaking of. They didn't know that he did fact. They don't know that stuff. Oh man, Martin Luther King turned his cheek. But what, you got to know what he.
He had to Esau.
It was stuff he did behind closed doors.
He was there long before then. He didn't do it.
One of his last speeches, he admitted it, that he was leading his people astray.
He said burn out.
Hey, what happened? They killed him right after that too. After he put out a little bit of truth, and you know what I'm saying, told his people it was like low key. You know, where you had to kind of have some knowledge.
He slipped it in there.
He slid it in. Esau caught it, man. Put it down.
You think you slick, huh?
Yeah.
You thought we hear that shit, huh?
You thought we hear that.
All right. Y'all had a nigga march down the street right here.
Right.
Right in front of his building.
Yeah.
Oh, 300 hours. We gonna murk his ass.
Hey, Jesse Jackson, that payday. Shit.
Now, Jesse, you know what you gotta do, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not
You gonna take care of him, you gonna take care of you.
You already know how Esau comes.
That's exactly how
You want that seat, you want his spot, right?
This is Luke chapter 19. You said 27? Yeah, 27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
That's why I said that old fool don't die, man. All right? Because he don't agree with the Lord's judgment. That's all I wanted to hear. I wanted him to agree with the Lord's judgment, man. All right? Because what he disagrees with the Lord's judgment, that's what he's gonna have to take that long ride, man. You know? That's a long ass ride. That's a long ride, bro. Nah. Especially when the milk is, you know he gonna be a big friend giving out his dad a big friend. Go ahead, you got one.
Psalms 35 and 6. Let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of the Lord persecute them. It's Psalms 35 and 6. It said, let their way be dark and slippery, and let the angel of the Lord persecute them.
That's right. That's what's gonna happen, man. The Lord gonna send an angel, death angel through. That's going down, man. Like I said, in the midst of go smite. All right. Don't let your eyes smell nothing, man.
Yep.
That's what's gonna happen in that day that's coming to America, man.
Right.
It's only a matter of time, man. All right. Because the end is knocking at the door, man.
In the midst thereof, he will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light.
Every morning you see that, man. You put on the news, CNN, whatever station. I have QRT information. Like, damn, the bus flipped over the damn bridge and fell from the bridge, like the bridge that fell. Like the Lord, every morning, man, judgment comes before, man. All right?
Man, there's a video, and the buddy knows what I'm talking about. The dude, it was a mom getting her son on the bus. He got up, bro. So she grabbed his hand, and as they walked, dude tripped, and his head fall right in between the corner. And as soon as he fell down, the bus started moving. Rolled his fucking hell. Yeah. Lord willing, I'll show y'all that later. That bro. Like, and that don't make you figure how about you outside. He just got off of school. He thinking about shit. I'm about to go out the game or some shit. No, you're not.
He wasn't even thinking about the
No, you're not. Yeah, you about to get clapped in a way that you didn't even think of. You know?
And then look how the angel set that up.
Because it was the perfect space. His head fell into that curve, and as soon as he fell down there, there was no time. The bus rolled over.
That shows you also that nobody is safe from death. Nobody, man. All of us can get clapped. It don't matter. The Lord's going to do it in righteousness.
He is the just power, man.
He wasn't the purest thing innocent.
Exactly.
Hey, what you just said goes back to Amos 3:6. That's trouble going to sit.
He got right in. He justified in all his works, man. No matter what it is. No matter what it is. Hey, man, say you go on and long enough, man. If my thoughts not your thoughts, we my way to your way. We are now on the level of your house, man. I tell you, like, bro, why you do this? Shit, you don't know, man. All right. Judgment get played out on us. Yeah. Go ahead, you guys go ahead with what you said.
He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame.
The unjust don't know the judge know the Lord.
Job chapter 34, verse 33. Should it be according to thy mind, he will recompense it, whether thou refuse or whether thou choose, and not I. Therefore speak what thou knowest.
What? Whether you approve or choose, man. Alright, you gonna get judged, man. Alright, no way around it, man. Alright, you gonna get what you deserve, man. Whether it's good or whether it's evil, man. You know?
Job 32:9. What's that? 8. Job 32:8. But there is a spirit in man, in the inspiration of the Almighty, giving them understanding. Great men are not always wise, neither do the aged understand judgment.
It don't matter if you, and that's what a lot of older cats start to think. Well, I've been on this earth 40 more years than you. That don't mean anything, man. The Lord can give His truth to a 12-year-old man, right? And he'll still know more than your grown ass. Okay?
I was 12 when he was teaching. Older cat was around him, and he was teaching.
So, like, you don't become a man until you become a Christian. All right. So, speaking, there's a lot of old-ass little boys out here.
Isaiah 51, 22.
There's a prophet on 12:9. What's the Lord told them? Right now, I'm a child.
Isaiah 51 and 22. Thus saith the Lord and thy power that plead the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling.
Right.
Even
That's what he's going to do. He's going to take the cup of trembling away from children of Israel. All right. Go ahead.
even the dregs of the cup of my fury.
Even the dregs of the cup of his fury, man. Because he said, well, I was robbed with my people, man. All right. He gave us to the hand of the wicked. He gave us to our enemies, man. All right. But he's going to take that away. Go ahead.
Thou shalt no more drink it again.
Thou shalt not more what? Drink what? Punishment, man. You shall not more go in captivity ever again, man. We ain't gonna drink of that cup no more, man. That's the last hurrah, man. All right, this is the last time that the Israelites, starting with Judah on down to Issachar, gonna ever go in slavery again, man. That's right. Ever be punished again, all right? And the kingdom of heaven is forever and ever and ever, man. And we're gonna dwell in what? Righteousness, man.
Right.
All right? This is our last captivity, man. That's why I said, here's the patience and the faith of the saints, man. All right? We talk about the other nations going to captivity. This one we're patiently waiting on, man. All right? Our time to rule.
That's right.
Our time to rule, man. Keep going on that.
Verse 23. But I will put into the hand of them that afflict thee.
Who? They said who?
I will put into the hand of them that afflict thee.
And who will pick it up? Like I said in Lamentation 5, our next are under persecution. Who persecutes us? Man? All right, the so-called white man in the other nation. How them picked it up? It's on their list, man. All right, so yeah, Psalms 83, man. That's who we can stop back 23 again.
Con. Isaiah chapter 51, verse 23.
Right.
But I will put into the hand of them that afflict thee,
Psalms 83. Go ahead.
which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground, and the street to them that went over.
That's right, man. See, same thing will happen. It's over with for you other nations, man. All right? What you have done to the children of Israel, remember, they're going to be double, man.
That's right.
Double
Right.
according to whole works, man.
Con.
Go ahead, Al.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 3, that then Yahweh thy God will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee. And will-
You see that? You see that? Prophets out here.
Right.
So that's how you know the Lord had mercy on us, man. All right, you got the apostles, all right, and you got the men that's out here, man. Week in and week out, man. Breaking down prophecy. All right? That's a little sign of mercy, man. Go ahead, Al.
and will return and gather thee from all the nations.
See, return and gather thee from all the nations, because that's what we were scattered from, man. That was the curse of Deuteronomy 28, man. He's going to scatter us upon all nations, man. For what we have done according to him. He's going to transgress against the laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, other scriptures, man. Willingly, too, man. Go ahead.
Whither Yahweh thy God hath scattered thee.
Right?
Now we jump down to verse 7. And Yahweh thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
Right. All these curses that the children of Israel are going through, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Hispanic, all the curses that y'all have adopted it, all right? Guess what? It's going to go upon our enemies, man. They're going to go through the same curses, man. All right, but it's going to be double. All right? It's going to be double, man. Go ahead, Al.
And on them that hate thee.
And on them that hate us too, man. It's from other nations. They hate the children of Israel. That's why they came together with Psalms 83, man. To keep us from being a nation. Because they know when we're a nation, they on the bottom, man. They know that. They ain't shit. All right? The other, it say that, what the Isaiah? The nation out here dropping.
I got one for you, Al. This Tobit 13:3, confess him before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel, for he hath scattered us among them.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's why I say, wasn't it Corinthians, what is Roman, Hebrew?
Which one?
What it say? Know that we were Gentiles carried away to these double idols? That's Corinthians. That's Corinthians.
No. Yeah, that's Corinthians.
Yeah.
12 and 12 and 2.
Yeah, 12 and 2.
12 and 2.
Started 1 and 1.
12 and 2.
Yeah. Go ahead, you know what they're talking about?
Yeah, that was it.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 40:17.
Yeah.
All nations before him is nothing.
Right, all nations before the Lord is nothing. I wish we had the other side. Turn around. Yeah. Yep. But hey, it's talking about all the rest of the nations besides the children of Israel, man. It said they are what?
Or nothing.
Are nothing, man. The Lord don't give a fuck about you, man.
It's saying they are counted as like spirits.
Yeah, exactly.
It said, and they are counted to him less than nothing.
Less than nothing.
And
So,
vanity.
what is less than nothing? You ain't nothing.
You ain't shit.
You know how Jake say it, man. I'm broke. You know, Jay, I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jake ain't got shit. He broke.
Hey, like, and then Esau, that's why he's the basis of men. And you really not even worthy to be a slave.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You know, like you gonna be put away after your 1,000-year sentence of slavery, because really you ain't gonna even really be good at that. Like we gonna have to whoop your expletive so much, you know, that hey, we're gonna be like, damn.
So look where they come from.
Like, damn, this nigga he can't get right no matter what.
You gotta remember where they came from, man. They come from the mountains.
Hey, the type of excruciating pain that we gonna be putting on them, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were scared to you know, go against master.
Yeah.
So we did what he told us to do. Now we gonna be doing double unto them what they were doing to us, and they still gonna be going on. Like, You know what type of ass whooping we gonna be putting on them? And you still gonna be going on. It's like, man, really, yeah, we finally got what we need to get out of your ass.
You ain't getting it. Can't get right.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah, you can't get right. It don't matter how much you whoop his ass, he can't get
I already
right.
know what the snap means.
Man, yup.
Tear his ass up.
That's it. Yup.
Fuck up again. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah.
Limitation 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
That's what we say. All right, this y'all kingdom. All right, yeah, y'all ruling, y'all in power. But
No, that's
rejoice.
Esau right there.
Huh?
He started making his round back there.
Yeah,
He started going outside the tip back there.
yeah, rejoice, man. Be glad that the Lord gave y'all time to rule over his apple of his eye, man. Be glad, man.
These Jacob get like almost close so he can see what's going on, and then he'll go,
Yeah, right.
he'll go around. Esau.
Down the block.
And then, like you said, you can tell by their walks too.
Yeah.
You walk like a faggot. You know that? Listen here, Jake. Hey, that ain't no Jake walk. Yeah, he listen to no type of music. You know, Jake walk like he listen to a radio game.
Jake don't wear no flip-flops with the separation with the toes.
No,
I just read that. I was like, you ain't doing flip-flops. What flip-flops in the
They be
winter?
wearing that shit, but not like that.
Not like that.
You don't see a lot of Jake because Jake be trying to be like Esau.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
is.
Jake be trying to be like Esau.
That's what made me start watching TV.
Yeah.
All the time, you know, like,
Hey, I was never into that shit.
2008.
Wearing
I
thongs.
got my feet
Man,
out.
if I'm gonna wear some sandals, and I'm gonna have my toes out, I ain't gonna have no damn thong between my big toe and my six. Come on, man. That
Like, you know
shit,
when
that's
Jake-
feminine. That's feminine, man.
That's how hoe. Oh, I said hoe. No, that's how girls flip out.
Oh, we call them hoes. That's what they are. The scriptures call them whores. That's what they are, boy.
That's a rock.
Hey, look, we're going gang over, we're going by now. Hello?
Means loud. We're gonna start with
Taking limitation 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. The goodness of the land of us. The cup also shall pass through unto you.
Right, the cup what? The cup of slavery, man. Alright, the cup that you have there to the Israelites, guess what? Y'all gonna drink that cup too.
right.
You know, but hey, that picture of Edomite out there in that hot ass sun, man.
He looked around.
Hey, you know, they scared
The sun just gonna beat them up. You know, we ain't even gotta touch them. They have them out there in the sun, they gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, who you think?
Hey, you see the grin he had when he looked around?
So just imagine, they already out there in the hot sun, and then we put the whip on their head. It's over with.
And spiritual power on top. You got spiritual power too. So you know Jake, Jake ain't gonna miss with that whip, man. He gonna hit exactly where he wanted to go. Every time, every lick.
The whip going when you think it's going.
Yeah.
I want to hit it right there. It's gonna go right there.
Right there.
We're gonna whip them like they whipped Howard Shot.
Oh yeah.
Cat of nine tails.
And that show that on
Rip the flesh out. Rip the flesh out.
on Roots.
Yeah.
That had whoop
Kunta.
Kunta Kinte. Yeah, that showed that.
12 years of slave.
Yeah, 12 years a slave, man.
Hey, brother. Hey, I can ask you a question. So down, brother.
Hey, he ain't trying to hear it. Jake said, yeah. And kept walking.
I'm like, how you gonna,
Yeah, you asked
Asked
me on the fly.
Asked me on the fly. I ain't stopping.
Hey, but you know what? You ain't have time for the Lord in the day of your calamity. The Lord ain't gonna have time for you. No.
Say, the cup also shall pass through unto thee, that shall be drunken and shall make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, he would no more carry thee away into captivity. He would visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He would discover thy sins.
We're no longer going to be going into captivity. Right. Like the brother said, this is our last go round. That's why we don't get too mad when Esau is doing what the hell Esau doing. It's your captivity, it's your kingdom. Like, we ain't in captivity yet. This is your kingdom, man. Alright? So lift it up and rejoice, man. Because pretty soon, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua is putting your utter into
Right.
hastening it. Alright? It's going to be over with. That's what you think about it, man. You know, Esau going to look up. And then it's getting put in chains, right? We're gonna have that top elite bankers, right? In fucking chains in subjection to Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. That's right. All right, and his men. All right. The Lord's not playing with you.
Say, what do you think we tell Esau all the time? Like, yo, this ain't for you. Go max out your credit card. Go get a beer. Go, watch the Mets play or whatever. Go live it up. This is your kingdom, man. This you're at the man. Go walk your puppy. Go do something, man. Enjoy yourself.
Right. That's it.
Don't be what you pray to do.
Go live your lot out, man.
Your blessing is a sword. Go out and get one and start killing them.
Right.
Shoot, they do that now. They go out what? In the ranch or out in the field and be shooting their guns. Ooh, look at Tar Nation. We just shot that Billy Bow. Like, shit like that, man. Live it up.
I got a quick precept about it. The second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right. God. Because everybody knows that you're going to go to heaven. Everybody know that. You know, who all going to heaven, who all going to hell. But it just said, what now?
The second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
See, Esau is the end of the world, so we have to know what that world means, man. All right, which is meaning what? Rulership. He is the end of this rulership, man. Because heaven and earth are not going to pass, man. All right, this stand forever. All right? Go ahead, out.
For Esau is the end of the world.
Esau is the end of this society. Go ahead.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Jacob's the beginning of the society that's following, man. All right, which we gonna rule in righteousness, man. Heaven is gonna be on earth, man. Not in the damn sky, man. All right, because if heaven was in the sky, why would we do not see the angels up there, man? All right, you want to say, no, you gotta go past the clouds and the ozone layer. And when Esau set his spaceships up there, why would you not see them up there, man? All right. All right, go to Matthew, man. As it is in heaven, man. On earth, as it is in heaven. That's the kingdom. Go with that out.
Second Ezra chapter 8, verse 1. The world for many, but the world to come for few.
Right, see? Go back to him, okay? But he can,
The second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
Right, of him come we all, go ahead.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
Right, and who he chose the Israelites, man.
God.
All right? Who did you know the nation but the Israelites?
That's right.
You know? Go ahead.
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Right, this from the beginning. This been spoken, man. Go ahead.
Because thou madest the world for our sakes.
Hey, see? The world is coming for who? Right, because the world was made by us. It's only for the Israelites, man.
Right.
The enjoyment, everything that's coming, man, it's for the man, the elect, man. All right, the elect, that's the truth, man. Yahweh side. All right, King David and the elect, man. 144,000, 1/3 of our people, man.
Right.
All right? Go ahead, now.
Verse 56. As for the other people,
As for the other people, man. Go ahead.
which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
Are you so-called white people what?
They are nothing.
You so-called Africans, y'all what?
They are nothing.
You other heathen, y'all what?
They are nothing.
Exactly, man. All the people mean something to the Lord, man, if these people on the tribe, man. All right? They're the only people that mean something to you. How about Shema Shah, man? From Judah to Issachar, man. All right? Every other nation, that don't mean shit to the Lord, man. And the Lord gonna show y'all that in just a minute.
That's right.
Just a minute, the Lord gonna show y'all how he really feel about y'all, man. Go ahead.
But be like unto spittle.
Right, to spit, man. You know, you spit anywhere. You gotta get it out. You know what I'm saying? And it be the nastiest thing on it. Go ahead, dog.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Like in a drop that falls from a vessel. You ain't finna get mad just because you waste a little water. You finna go wash the car, and a little water come out the bucket. You mad, now you finna go fill it back up. No, man. I ain't with hell with that little ass water. I still got a whole full bucket.
Right.
That's how the Lord think about you nations, man. The Lord don't like y'all, man. That's it. Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 57. And now, O Lord, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing.
Right. He said these heathens, these so-called white people, the Africans, the Arabs, all right, East Indians, the Lord said they are nothing, man. Yeah, you know, hello.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Doc.
Have begun to be lords over us.
Hey, has been going to be lords over us. How? How? The Lord put them over. Right? That's why Ezra asked it. These heathens we were sold to the nation, not by our destruction. But what? We had moved Yahweh Shema Shah around, man. We the people of the Most High, man.
Right.
We the people, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Thy only begotten.
The only begotten, man. Go ahead.
And thy fervent, and thy fervent lover.
That's right, because he only loved Israel. Go ahead.
Are given into their hands.
Jeremiah 30:16.
Come, read it again. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given unto their hands.
All right, what? Given. The Lord allowed this, man. He gave us to the other nations, man. That's the key word. Given, man.
Right.
All right, go ahead. All right. Look at the Israelites. Go ahead.
Why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
Exactly, man. Which we don't possess. All right, but this is not the time, man. All right. Our house has to be fulfilled. No? Yeah, I want to first.
There's a little bit more on that. There's just a little bit more on
Okay,
that.
go ahead.
And long shall this endure.
And how long this should endure? Only for a moment. Everybody said these are afflictions only for a moment.
Right.
All right? The so-called white man only ruling for a period of time, man. It's not forever like the kingdom of heaven. All right? It's just only for a point of time. No, 10 to 9. All right? He is beloved.
Blessed be Yahweh thy God, which delighted in thee to set thee on the throne of Israel,
Right?
because Yahweh loved Israel forever.
See? The Lord loved Israel forever. The Most High, who y'all call God, he loved the Negro, that Kino, and everybody forever, man.
That's right.
Right? We don't love the other nations, man. No? That's why it's all about the spirit, man. It's all the spirit. And that's it right there because he loved Israel, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
Right, that's coming. All right, that's an I for an eye, that's a 2 for a 2 right there, man. All them that devoured us gonna be devoured, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And all thy adversaries, every one of them, to go into captivity.
That's right. That's true. Every one of them gonna go into captivity, man, by the hands of what? Israel, man. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Every one of them should go into captivity, and they that spoil thee should be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for prey.
Psalm 93. Psalm 93. They break down the nations. All right, all them our enemies, man. Guess what? It's gonna come back upon them. They gonna wish they never did it. Right. They gonna wish they never joined hand with the enemy, man. Even though they is the enemy, but the main enemy, Esau eat them, and they join hands with them.
That's right.
Yep. So you gotta get what he gonna get.
Well, the good part is Esau fucked y'all in the head.
Yeah, exactly.
They played y'all ass in the
Playing
head.
y'all,
Y'all
man.
did that for something.
Yeah.
That's why it's supposed to say, I'm so displeased with the heathen, because they help pour. They pour out.
Yep. So with that, I hope you brothers edify to our elders, our apostles, great millstone, who will teach well, big and truth and sincerity. Till next time, brother, hit it out. Above! Hey, repent for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Salvation will do we believe. Yahweh Shema Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom.